All right. Good morning, people. Uh, I'm hoping that the soundtrack in the background is working all right. This is the first time I've tried sidechaining in Streamlabs, but give me your feedback. If you like it, I'll keep going with it. Otherwise, hopefully it's all good. Yeah, good morning, people. This is I don't know, count. This is like, I'm losing count of how many times I've done this, but yeah. We're still working on that fucking scene. I'm going to take a little bit of a sidetrack on this one though, because um, we got some. I made some changes a little bit to the visuals of this, in terms of where I want to take the end shot here, because it's getting more complicated, but in a good way. So yeah, really looking forward to talking through this one. Yeah, good morning to those. I'm going to show you what I came up with the wolf, what the end result was. So yeah, I don't need the sound for this, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Good morning. All right, so after yesterday, or Wednesday, we were doing the wolf shot, and yeah, sort of show you what that looks like. Good morning. So here is the shot. Oh wait, it didn't update. Oh, that's a shame. All right, let's update this file first. Where is it? Let's replace this footage, and I'm going to show you what the end result was with the wolf. Probably shouldn't have even show you this, but why not? Makes it more exciting. So here's the shot as it is at the moment. And then the wolf appears in the background. So that's the end result of all that hard work on Monday and Wednesday. And I'm really happy with the wolf. Really happy with the wolf. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to break this up. Hey, how you doing? I'm going to break this up a bit. And I want to have the little girl on the ground. So when Evie walks up to the bars here, the girl will be on the ground already at the bar. And I need to set up that shot beforehand by having Evie put the girl on the ground, and then the little girl runs up to the bars and sees what and takes it in as well in her own way. And it will help hook up this as well. It will help hook up this shot here, where she's like really energetic there, and then it sort of settles there. Good morning. So the idea today is to block out a scene in between this shot and in between this shot. What? Oh, I'm going to show you what I animated this in. This is all in Blender. Yeah, going to fix up that this stuff a little bit more, make it more refined, a little bit more set up for this shot. I love this. I love this end shot here. Yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Especially with the lightning in the background. I think it's going to be really cool. So today, at least I'm going to start off with another shot in between this one that we can use. So I'm going to save this file and go back one scene. Yeah, it's 3D. It's full 3D. So you can see here. Boom. It's a 3D scene. So what I'm going to do is open up the previous shot and start working through it. And also, just in case I'm wondering if you can hear it, I don't know if you can hear it when I'm talking because it will duck down quite a bit. If you can hear the music, and just let me know if it's in the comments. Let me know how it's going. I don't want it to be too loud, but I also don't want it to be cut out completely when I'm talking. So, yeah, this is all kind of Project's killing me when I figured out how much I need the mod. Yeah, it's a pain. That's why I'm lazy here. This is why this is a dream sequence half the time. It's just because I can't be fucked modeling anything worthwhile at the moment. I don't have the time for it. Am I looking for an assistant? Not at the moment. I wouldn't even know where to start with an assistant right now because I work full time. I work full time for the most part, and then yeah. So where's the shot that I need? I need the previous shot. Top down run. That's cool. This one is, I think it's run 15. Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. Open that up. That's the correct one. Get in line, Dave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a side-on shot from here, continuing on from this shot here, where hopefully I don't have to update the girl's fucking rig in this shot. I wouldn't be surprised if I have to. Let's have a look. Do I have to? If her eyes aren't working, then yes, I do have to update the rig. Yeah, they're broken. That's okay. We'll deal with that later. You can see how different her pose is there. It's so broken unless you see it from the back. Actually, I might actually, yeah. I think it's actually better if I open up the most recent file. Don't save. Because here, she's already in the right position. I may as well just work with that in mind. And she already takes a nice walk forward as well, which is cool. So she's already moving enough that I can work with this. So I'm going to hide away the wolf. I'm going to hide away the rain. The rain's already hidden away. I can hide away the lightning. And I'm going to make a new shot here. Save as. And it's going to be another 16, unfortunately. But it's going to be a bit of a pain. It's going to be a bit different, though. So I might make this Eevee inspect entrance. Let's go with I might call this one 15A. I'm making it a real pain. 15A, a real pain for myself, but oh well. 15A. Eevee drops girl. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because the only frame I need is frame 1 in this case. So that's what's going to happen. So frame 1. Delete these keyframes. No, you're right. You're right. It's basically that. So let's see. I'm going to go to around 54 for now. Actually, yeah, 54. And then I'm going to bring these forward to around here. I'm not worried about the girl right now because the girl is going to be completely dropped. Her animation is going to be completely deleted. So I don't need to worry about hers. Let's see. Can I just unlock? Let's try to check something. Can I unlock settings? Where's unlock settings? It doesn't matter. Anyway, going to go to pose mode here with the girl. Just delete everything. Don't need that. Straight up, it's fine with what she is there. And I'm gonna bring back the global control here for now. Because there we go, something like that will do. And where that camera is, it's going to be a completely different area now. So where's that camera? Camera's in here. So keeping this in mind, let's go to my view, 3D camera to cursor. Now, I have a choice here. I can either remove the wall from behind, or I make this wider. I might go with a wider angle in this case and see how we go. The thing about ultra wide cameras is that they look very 3D. Good morning, guys. But yeah, sorry as well. I've recently improved my mic setup, so hopefully it sounds a bit clearer now. Also, if you want to give some feedback on that, if it's sounding good, let me know because I'd appreciate it if I knew. Yeah, because I want to make sure that when I record stuff, it sounds good. Actually, I don't mind this stretched effect here. Cool. I think I might go with that as an angle. Yep. Remove that keyframe there. Remove that keyframe there. And I think we got ourselves a decent setup. Again, moving this back a little bit. Oh, not that way. Let's go with let's just go with that. Yeah, that's exactly right. So I don't mind the distortion in this case because I kind of got this nice effect going on here, and I wouldn't mind. Ooh, let's delete those keyframes. Ooh, what happened there? Did I delete too many keyframes? Ah, I see. I see. Sorry, I fucked up the animation, Matt, big time. Let's go to my keyframes here and line those up as well. There we go. Let's see if it kicks in. Oh man, I really fucked that up. All right. I probably should have made a backup of the animation, honestly. And also the camera. I'm gonna keep this as. I might just fuck. That's all right. I'll fix it up as we. Let's see how much I fucked up. Awesome. Glad it works out. The mic's sounding good. What did I do here? I really screwed things up here. That's where the animation is. Nah. It's because I deleted these keyframes. I moved them too early. Okay, I get it now. I think. Yeah. I hate when this happens. When like I'm gonna make a new copy. Sorry. This is what happens when you're rushing. I guess I can say. Don't save. Let's open up that again. Eevee dropped skull. That's what I want. I want the animation to be all good. I want to bring back all my animation here, make it all visible, and then let's fuck with the motion. All right, let's just go ahead and select all our keyframes. So I want to keep that. All right, I want to keep all that animation, at least for the step. So there we go. All right, cool. These keyframes can fuck off. All right, they'll do. Because what I want to do is just move that back. Move that back. That's better. That is better. All right, sweet. Now with this camera, let's go ahead and grab the camera again and redo what I just did before. Let's grab this camera, delete these keyframes, view, camera to view. I have a love-hate relationship with the way that Blender does camera control. Thank you for the follow, listen lad. With the camera here, again, working with focal length, I think it was 16 mil, which is actually kind of cool because that's an actual, a real focal length on a fixed lens. Oops, viewport display. Let's go with 16 millimeter. And bring that down. Thank you very much. You're right. Like, I do like the fact that you can actually, with the viewport, choose not to move it by unselecting it, but that's something that only Blender does pretty well. Other apps are pretty shit at that. Like their camera control is just like a different kind of bad, so it all kind of balances out. Have you ever implemented 2D animations in the project or film? Not massive 2D changes, but all the environmental animation that I've made for this piece is all 2D animation with grease pencil. So there's that. I think I had it wider actually. Let's go with 11 mil or 12 mil. That looks better. All right, cool. Let's just see where this animation is going to take us. 80 mil. And obviously the animation is not perfect here. It's actually intentional because I wasn't seeing it in the previous shot. So what I'm going to do is up until there, I don't need any animation. I don't need the rest. So I'm just going to remove that. And with the arm stuff, we'll worry about that later. Do you have some kind of... No camera rig. None. So yeah, no camera rig going on at the moment. All right, cool. So I might just... and normally my method for a so-called camera rig is to just constrain it to a... a spline or something like that. All right, cool. So with the available camera, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a panning shot, like a little bit of a pan in the x-axis. In this case, just a little bit like that. Maybe a bit more coming in from here. That looks pretty cool. And if you're wondering why she's staying put at the moment, it's because I'm going to add some animation in between in this case. So I'm going to save that file. Let's see. Moving it. I think I only need it to be around 150 frames. So I'm just going to bring that camera that way, or that keyframe, and maybe bring that back a little bit more like so. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, moving cameras in general is shit. Like unless you have some sort of rig involved for like complex movement, it's not great using the default setups in any 3D app. So yeah, let's go ahead now that that's set up. Now what I want to do is I'm going to go back into this rig here, and I'm going to set everything to all the shot into constant animation. So just blocked out animation, going back in time a little bit, because what I'm going to do is keyframe here, and keyframe forward. And what I'm going to do is pose up Eevee to drop the girl on the floor. And then the little girl is going to run to the bars, sort of as a I don't know, a framing device, a lead in, because yeah, it all makes sense in my brain. It'll work out. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to give you a visual here so you can see exactly what's going on. Oops, made a mistake. Let's just turn off that. Don't want to do that with the camera. Let's delete that. There we go. Cool. So what we're going to do is have her at first drop the girl. So what we need is over here, we're going to pose her so she can bring down the girl. Let's bring down her body. Let's rotate that. working inside of local mode as well. Gonna bring that down. And we're gonna start posing this out a little bit. Let's get her. I'm just making up the pose, by the way. I don't know if it's gonna look good at the moment. It's just completely on a whim. So I need to make sure that what I'm doing is yeah, worthwhile. But I think it's a good idea what I'm planning on doing here. Where the fuck's her hand rig? Oh, there it is. No. Oh, there it is. Let's turn on. I should try to turn on X-ray. Do I have a storyboard? I did have a storyboard, yes. But it's changed a lot since I've made the storyboard because I didn't expect it to be so short originally. So I wanted to pad it out and give this thing a little bit more emotion, a little bit more like flow, and make it basically feel like it's worth getting roped into, like make it more compelling. So like ebbs and flows. So I've added more to that, and I'm kind of making it up as I go along. In this point, let's see, dropping. Just trying to think, how would you position your legs to drop a kid? You wouldn't get that low. You'd probably just bend over. I made a very small video tutorial recently on lighting, but nothing like a proper full-on series, put it that way. All right, I'm gonna put her arm into place. Let's just get the pose right first. So her shoulders will move down a little bit. Like that. There we go. And now the girls, this hand will end up being IK as well. So that will be interesting. So I have to switch this out. View. Let's get that hand down. Oh shit, too much there. There we go. Have you made, yeah, nothing yet at least. I do plan, once I've got a video planned for another character thing, like a single one-off. And then I do plan on potentially, if I have the time to build the rigs, making a small introduction to animation series, like animating. And then, I don't know. I'm not sure what will, I'm trying to figure out what is the next best thing to do videos on. Because I want it to be holistic, you know what I mean? And I want it to be good. That's another thing as well. I don't want to just do a tutorial series on like making the channel all about modeling because, you know, everyone wants to kind of learn a little bit of everything. I think it's important. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. So she's still gonna bend the legs, but yeah, you know what I mean. Now for the kid, because the kid's actually constrained with a child of constraint. So what I need to do is select the rig here, and I'm not sure when I plan on keyframing, releasing the keyframe. So what I'm going to do at the very least, I'm going to keyframe this, and these, and then let's see, does it move? All right, cool. So at least this is keyframed. That's all that matters at this point. Keyframe this, keyframe these. And I can always change out this in a second, but I'm going to disable it and keep transform on that constraint. Keyframe this. All right, cool. Because now we kind of have to bring her, actually I have to bring her right down to the ground. This is going to be really tricky. That's all right. We'll figure it out. But basically, her body will need to be down here. Let's just... So what I plan on doing... I'll have to do a lot of counter animation, actually. Let's go ahead and give it a 90-degree angle there. Because what we'll need to do... Ah, fuck. Keyframe, man. Keyframe. There we go. Fuck. So, from there to there. I have no idea what I'm planning on doing here, just so you know. I'm just making it up. Trying to figure out how things go. And like always, by the way, you know, you may have seen me fumble my way through a walk cycle, but in the end, as an example with the wolf, once you get those basic principles done, it all kind of works out. So you can see here, kind of, that's the wolf. So, yeah, watching me like kind of fumble my way through this, you get to understand what I mean. Like, you just got to break through at a certain level. If she's excited or in awe, she'd probably rush down, which might be easier to animate. I'm the animator, so who knows? It's all the same, really. In this case, Evie, the main character, is more apprehensive than she is in awe. The little girl is kind of scared as well, but she will still run to the edge of that thing and try to climb up on the bar. That's the little lip there on the bar. That's the plan, at least. And then what I'm going to do here is bring down in the next keyframes. Let's just bring it down to the ground. And we're going to reset her pose here as well. So from here on here, let's keyframe that. Let's remove all these keyframes here. We don't need them anymore. Let's just check out the graph editor to make sure there's nothing else missing. Where's her properties tab? Bone layers. Let's hide this stuff. There we are. Let's pin that. Yeah, that's better. All right, cool. There's nothing else there in the graph editor. That's good to see. So what I'm going to do is just reset her pose. Ah, shit, not that far. Minus this one. Reset the pose. Yeah, there we go. And then what we need to do is break down the action here as well. So I'm going to, again, constant interpolation for everything. And we'll figure it out as we go. And again, this is it's really annoying sometimes when Blender doesn't do everything set the way you want it to. There we go. Like the hand, like fuck off. Constant, please. So annoying. There we go. So there we go. That's what I want. I want blocking. We're going back to blocking. So what she'll do, she'll actually rotate the girl around so she can actually run toward the thing. Have you released any final footage or a trailer of Black Curtain? No, I haven't yet. Yeah, it's really tough when you're doing it on your own. Figuring out what your timings will be for certain releases and stuff like that. All right, so what I want to do here is figure out the timing for the girl to reach that pole, and I reckon we're working on 24 frames a second, so 21 second would be at 74. So I'm going to say a second and a half, maybe 95 frames. So let's just go and see how this looks. So in this case, we're going to grab the legs and the body and the hands. I'm not sure if she has IK turned on at the moment, so I could probably get away with actually, yeah, let's make sure her arms are FK. Yeah. That way I don't have to worry about animating them so much. All right, cool. Keyframe this. Sorry, keyframe these. 1, 2, 3. So when you're moving an IK with the legs, you gotta kind of keyframe all three of the big ones. So your leg, your feet, and your geo, your global control. So there we go. And maybe might make a duplicate of this keyframe. Bring that over here. And have it sort of up here. Like so. So maybe she can like sort of try and get herself up on the edge. The fucking legs. Again, like sometimes Blender is good. Sometimes it's just a real pain in the ass to deal with the interpolation. Just staying constant, you dog. Yeah, I think that looks okay. I think I might extend that to around 100 frames. So when you're blocking, you're just really working out exactly what the idea is. It's almost like a storyboard in 3D when you're doing your blocking. And sometimes it can be really, really tough to get right at the start. And sometimes you have to break it all the way back down to basics as well. So there's that too. Now, okay, cool. It's unfortunate that I can't like transfer the pose visually, like copy the pose as it is there, and then move that global down in this shot, because then it would save so many issues. I also realized that because she's, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Because she's already at the very start going to drop the girl onto the ground, I don't need to worry about that constraint. So I'm actually going to remove it. I'm going to remove the constraint. So from here to here, let's just go ahead and keep an eye on the setup here. The girl moved away is simply because of the keyframe there. No, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll probably like. I know it sounds like I'm spruiking myself a lot here, but eventually I'll probably end up having to promote. If I want to keep making these, I'll probably have to promote my Patreon a bit more. Try and get some funding going on. Curse Blender video. Yeah. Like I haven't seen that video. Like if you can give it like, yeah, I haven't actually heard of that video. So that's interesting. So I'm not the only one that deals with the interpolation. That's interesting. Cool. So here, what I'm going to do is remove the keyframes up until there. And at the start of this, I'm actually just going to move her back up. And this will make it so much easier to worry about animation-wise. So she's going to be turned around. Make sure she's in global mode. Bounding box center. So maybe, depending on which way I want her to rotate. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, it would be this way. Thinking of the proportions here. All right, cool. And maybe turn it around a little bit more this way. That's better. Much better. And then over here, let's move this keyframe over. Where's the other keyframes on this? Yep, that's better. Yeah, something like that. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Over here. because there's different ways we can go about doing this. This setup is basically we can drive Evie's hands temporarily with the girl and animate the girl being dropped. And I think that's how we're going to do it. We're going to animate the girl using her center of gravity. Oh, thank you very much. Well, feel free. The link's in the little overlay at the bottom there. So if you feel like signing up, go for it. That'd be really appreciative. And I'll be uploading some more stuff over the next couple of weeks as well. So some cool stuff as well, especially when it comes to animation. Given that we're going to do the animation series soon. Thanks for the follow, Nevac. So yeah, working out how to approach this. So what we can do, there's two ways we can go about this, and I think this is what we will end up doing. We can, let's go back to this rig here. With Evie's rig, we can using a parent constraint or a some sort of lock transform constraint. We can link her hands to the girl's body, and then we'll just have to animate the girl's body to determine the movement of Evie's hands until she drops her on the ground. So I think I might do that. So let's just get the kid posed up first, and then we'll worry about the hand. So that's looking good. Where her body would be is fine. Let's pose her up a little bit more naturally now. Let's just get her posed up. And we have to take into account a few things. Let's go into local mode again. Rotate by Z, or sorry, Y, to get that body up and running. And I want her head to be looking that way as well. So, oh, good morning. All right, cool. And it may come down to it where, like, as well, that the way I'm posing this might not look good when rendered, but I'm taking the punt. So let's just get this posed up in the basic sense for now. Rotate on X in this case. There we go. We need to rotate her body a little bit forward just so her hands are in contact. There we go. There we go, that will do. And now the legs will come up like so. Just a basic pose for now to get the idea going. Yeah, from 2019. Thank you. Yeah, I want to make more rigging videos in the future, but they take forever to do. That's the only problem. Like the one I did from over 2020 and 2021 was huge. Like that was probably the most arduous video to make, series of videos to make. So I really hope they hold their worth for a while, because I don't want to do an update for a while on those videos. And also, like, the payoff wasn't that great anyway. Like the amount of people watching them were way less than like the modeling. Good morning. All right, cool. So I've got that initial pose working up here, and I can always zoom in to get a better idea. That looking pretty good for now. So what I'm going to do here is grab the hands and get these posed up in a way. Oops, shit. Making sure that I don't gimbal lock the shit out of them. That would be indicative of her carrying the girl. At least for now. There we go. I'm going to keep it in IK because I need to keep it that way. And let's do the same thing for the other hand. In this case, it's going to be a bit higher up. Let's just bring it back to here. Also in the chat, who here has watched Arcane? That shit is insane. And this is coming from someone who absolutely abhors, I hate League of Legends, but that show is fucking mad. It is so good. So good. I don't know if anyone's seen it yet. I'm sure you guys have, but fuck, it is just A tier. Everything is A tier. Best show I've seen in years. Thank you for subscription. Yeah, absolutely insane. Oh, no. For me, it doesn't take any getting used to. For me, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is so cool. All right, cool. So there we go with a pose. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to go and add a child of constraint on Evie's hands and place it on the girl on her hip. Oops. Come on. Set inverse. There we go. Do the same thing on this hand here. Child of constraint. Again, going to put it on the girl. On the COG. Set inverse. So now when I place the girl, when I use the girl as a controller, ooh, that's exactly what we need. Ain't that cool? So now what we can do is animate the girl basically going down on the ground. So what I'm going to do here is on Evie's hands, let's select both rigs here. We can now remove the keyframes for now. See how it sort of sticks? And they're really, oh, they must be doubling up. But let's go ahead and remove the animation here. Screw it. Let's go with this nice and clean animation. Good morning. Yeah, it's so good. Like, I'm blown away by the show. I think it's absolute masterpiece. Now you can see here, that's an interesting dilemma. When you turn the girl around, we'll have to actually animate the hands. Rotating the girl as well. So that would be interesting. Thank you for the follow. All right, cool. So the girl, let's go and put her down. Let's now bring her body down. Let's not worry about the legs right now. Jesus Christ. Bring the legs down like that. There we go. And then what I need to do, when you think about like how a kid is dropped, they usually your hands slip down, and then they sort of tuck underneath the armpits of the kid, so the kid can put their feet on the ground. So what we're going to do is rotate like so, and then with the Evie's hands, we're going to have to counter animate that. So I'm going to bring that up a little bit. So bring that up like that, and then this hand here will do the same thing. So the hand is going to move up and around like that. So something like that. 1, 2. There we go. There would be a shift of weight a little bit, so to speak, when this happens. But let's get to that point now. Let's see where that lies. Around there. So where the girl is now, you can see here that we need to actually swap the hands. going around. So this will be interesting. It might actually be worth splining this part here, to be honest. So I'm going to go to V, interpolate just those parts there to linear, just to see where the hands would be at a certain point. I'm not worried too. Thank you for the follow, Mucky. Thank you very much. And hello, Fredo, or is it Fredo or Frito or yeah? And thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Again, to Mucky, thank you very much. So you can see here that with the hands, they will have to kind of move like so, like slide around the body a little bit whilst also maintaining support of the girl. I'm not too worried about the body right now. I'm worried about the main mechanics of this motion here first. It's kind of tough, the balance between working out your mechanics of the main movement versus the body, but we're going to go ahead and rotate that hand now around like so and slide it this way. So we'll tuck underneath her armpit over here. And again, the girl's foot is screwed. That's all right. We're not worried too much about that for now. So now when she gets dropped, we now have this nice motion coming around where the hand is sort of sliding around the body. And again, let's not worry about the mechanics of it all. The stretching of the arm, for instance. Let's just worry about where the hell those hands will be at a certain point. I can always make the girl a bit higher up, and then she can kind of like put her feet up, like just jump down the ground a little bit. But it's a little bit like so. And you can see here what I mean. When you see her, let's show you what I mean by, just watch the hands. So the hands will kind of slide around like that. Without getting all fucked. So yeah, really trying to figure out those motions is kind of becoming pretty tough. And it's probably too fast as well, because that's like 10 frames. So yeah, just working out that in detail. Let's go ahead and get this now kind of, just get it down a little bit. And again, got to remember that, thank you for the subscription, Zipgun. We got to remember that Evie is also having to just slowly drop down with the girl now. We kind of have to do this in tandem, which is kind of tough to get this right. But I might just go straight into, in this case, in the first instance there, I might just put it all into a linear constant now. It's just to see. So you can kind of see what I'm trying to do here. All right. And that's way too quick, obviously. And her pose needs to be obviously a bit further down. And now the girl, what I'm going to do is, instead of it going straight... Whoa, what the hell was that? Thank you for the sub. Sorry, the gifted subs. That's awesome. I never had that before. Sorry, the noises are new sometimes because I never heard them before. But really appreciate it. So what I'm going to do here is... I'm going to go from here to here. And instead of having it on the ground at this point, what we're going to do is rotate, keep the rotation there, but maybe bring her body up a little bit further. So now it's almost like she's going to have to drop down herself Evie can sort of sit a little bit further like that. And now the girl can sort of jump down on the ground. And eventually what we'll need to do is basically have her sort of jump down on her own weight. Like something like that. And this is where like Evie would have to let go of Evie would have to let go of the girl, basically. And you can see here that we need to extend out already. Need to extend out the rotations here. I think I'm getting a little bit of gimbal lock there as well, so that's not great. Oh wait, it's just very linear. That's why. Let's just spline this just to see how it looks, and we'll get a better idea of what's going on. And I'm pretty sure it looks like there's some pretty hard gimbal lock there in the graph. So yeah, massive gimbal lock, which sucks. Always a pain in the ass to fix. Let's have and see. Let's see what axes are being affected here. See, this here, that issue with the overlapping overlapping axes is gimbal lock. So what we need to do is switch the rotation order. So in this case, it would probably be, I want to keep Y. Y would be first. So I want it to be ZXY probably, or ZXY. And watch what happens with the bleh. Let's have a look and see what happens. So now at least the everything moves with it. Yeah. We'll worry about the rotations in a second. So the rotations are still good there. It's just that rotation around. But trust me when I say it's going to be a lot better. We'll have to wrap it up soon. I mean, I know it's not much that you've seen here, but today, but it's always the case when it comes to a new scene. You kind of have to fumble your way through things and figure out where and what you want to do. So let's go straight to gimbal here, and I might reduce. Let's just remove some of that Z rotation. So on the Z rotation, let's go ahead and delete that. Don't need that keyframe anymore. And there we go, much better. And you can see here that even her hand, Evie's hand here at this point needs to be fixed up. But again, she's rotating quite a lot here. Very quickly. So what we're going to do is slow that right down. And it's all through the girl now. So the girl is what's controlling all of this. Good furniture sets. No, I don't. But Turbo Squid would probably be the first port of call. If you have Adobe, like the Adobe suite for Substance, they actually come with it. Actually has an asset library now, which is really good. Yeah, that would probably be my first port of call. But yeah, those are probably FreeCAD and Blend Swap. They had some nice furniture in there as well. Blend Swap has some really good stuff. So you can see here that we're getting the idea of what I want to do here now. It's not perfect, obviously, but we've got plenty to do. But we're getting there. We've worked out the big puzzle was, how do we get the girl on the ground? That's the big puzzle for today. So yeah, that's it really. So what I'm going to do here is when she drops down here at this point, what we need to do is I want to, at least with this part here, let's copy this pose for now, or copy this point. And before she runs off, we need to center her on the ground. There we go. Yeah, they're really good. There we go. All right, cool. I think that will do for today. I actually have to start teaching in about a minute, like actual class. Um, I will see you guys. Well, let's see if we have some time for some streaming tomorrow. I don't know yet, but if I do, you'll see me online. Thank you very much for everyone who subscribed today. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the chats. It's been really fun. And yeah, let's smash this shit out over the next couple days. I'll catch